Jack, Harrogate Town tomorrow night. How do you see that game?
Yeah, one we're looking forward to. Obviously, first game with the new staff at the weekend. Lots of positives to take. Obviously, a point on the board, which is an improvement from the last few away games. And I think that you could definitely see an improvement in the performance as well. So obviously look to build on that and hopefully get our first win away from home on the board.
Yeah, it's no secret that away form needs to improve, but I think there were some really positive signs on Saturday.
Yeah, definitely. I think we haven't shied away from the fact that our away form isn't anywhere near good enough for the players that we've got in that dressing room. So if we want to be successful this season, like most of us do, well, like all of us do, sorry, it's definitely something that needs addressing, and there's no better opportunity than tomorrow to put it right.
And even going into a game away from home and scoring first gives you a bit of belief, doesn't it? And I'm sure the lads will take confidence from that.
Yeah, and I think the way the game went on, it was a bit scrappy first half, but then the second half, I thought with the team in the ascendancy, and definitely looked the more likely to go and score. Wasn't to be, but created a few decent chances. So we'll learn from that. I think there's a lot of positives to take, like I said. So we'll build on those and tweak a few things, and hopefully that'll be enough for 3 points tomorrow.
It's been a whirlwind couple of weeks, but in your time at the club, I think you've had a few of these weeks where there's been a lot of change. How do you process it yourself, and can you lend your experience to the other players in these situations?
Yeah, it's always a uneasy time, to be fair, when there's obviously a big changeover of staff. You don't know where you're going to stand, whether they're going to take a liking to you or not. And ultimately, in your career, people are going to have people that doesn't do like you and don't like you. So it's just a case of keep doing what you're doing. As players, we just train hard and play as hard as we can and play as good as we can. So that's all we can do, really. Try and show the new management staff on the pitch what we're capable of, and then in my case, hopefully I can keep putting in good performances and stay in the team.
And at this stage in your career, one of the more experienced players, I think you've got over 200 professional starts now, it gets to a point where you can really lend something to the dressing room, doesn't it?
Yeah, I've started to try and bring that into my game. Obviously, still learning myself, only being 24, but yeah, having played a good amount of games at this sort of level, I feel I've got a good experience that I can lend to others and sort of know what it takes at this level to be successful. So yeah, obviously, always show a helping hand to any younger lads who come to me. But I think we've got a good mix of experienced lads and younger lads in the dressing room. And there's a lot of lads that have played a lot of games at this level, so no one needs helping too much really. Just sort of take care of each other. But we're all there for each other to offer a helping hand when we need it.
Absolutely. And in recent weeks, Jack, we've seen you putting a few balls into the box as well. Different side of your game. Is that something that you're going to look to continue? Yeah,
obviously I'm a defender, so that's my priority, but I think the way the gaffer wants to play is going to want me to get forward a little bit more. And yeah, if I can provide help at the top end of the pitch as well, then that's definitely a positive. It's not all the responsibility on the strikers and forward players to come up with some goals. So obviously set pieces as well. If I can affect the ball in both boxes, then that's even better, yeah.
Absolutely. And just finally, Jack, we've got this long away trip now, but then after that, 3 home games in a week, and that'll be a really good opportunity for the new coaching staff and for the players to sort of get to know each other at Stadium MK.
Yeah, there's nothing better than when the new staff comes in, having as many games as possible for them to see as many faces in, because it's never going to be the same team week in, week out. So having so many games is good for them to get a few pictures in their head of what they might want to see, and gives a chance for everyone to show what they can do, really. I'm sure there'll be a lot of opportunities for players to get out on the pitch and show what they're capable of. So yeah, it's one we're looking forward to. Try and deal with tomorrow night first and get a win, and then come back here to our home and build on a positive week.